What's up, y'all? Robert Sykes, KetoSavage.com, and today I've got another product review from you. I've got so many things that have been shipped to me, which I really appreciate, and I am the worst about actually doing an unboxing and talking about them. So let me catch up on several different items. Some of these I purchased, some of these have been sent to me. I'm excited about all of them, so let's dive in. Let's start with some books. Aaron Day, he has been on my podcast twice, I think. He's going to be on the podcast again. He just wrote another cookbook. This one is Healthy Keto Air Fryer Cookbook, 100 delicious low-carb and fat-burning recipes. I'm all about the air fryer, y'all. I used to kind of scoff at the people that used air fryers because I just thought it was like wimpy cooking, but I'm not a chef by any means, and I can appreciate the simplicity of an air fryer. I mean, here is a recipe for making a ketogenic pizza in an air fryer. Smoky chicken pizza. All kinds of recipes in here. Aaron Day is just this freaking awesome dude. Like, he's lived so much life. He just had a baby. Lots of good things with Aaron. I'm super excited for him and all this got going. The next book, I've got two books here, is by Michelle Hearn. And this is the first rendition of it. There's a final draft copy where the pictures are all finished up and whatnot. But this one is called The Dietitians Dilemma. What would you do if your health was restored by doing the opposite of everything you were taught? I had Michelle on the podcast, I don't know, a couple months ago now, and we were just speaking the same language on everything with regard to reverse dieting, metabolism, how to properly manipulate macronutrients and calories. She knows what she's talking about. I'm super excited for her. She's been working on this book relentlessly for a very long time, and I'm incredibly excited for her to have it published. All right, next thing. Speaking of podcasts, if y'all have listened to my podcast lately, you know that I have had several episodes about CBD. I don't know that much about CBD, but one company called Pachamama, I think that's how you pronounce it, Pachamama, they sent me this CBD sampler, so I've been trying to figure out if I like CBD. A lot of people swear by it, a lot of people can't feel a difference with it, and from what I've gathered from the podcast, so much of it is dependent upon the individual. So much of it is dependent upon the quality strain of the CBD, the milligram dose of the CBD. A lot of CBD companies will take advantage of the hype of CBD, similar to the hype of keto, and they'll slap CBD on the label. They'll have a very diluted product, and you'll just never feel anything from it. I researched Pachamama quite a bit. And they were talking about how their CBD is, they do this like weird aerosol extraction technique where they have their hemp forest and then they have like these aerosol things that sit above the hemp plants and extract it through the air, which is pretty unique. I thought that was pretty innovative. So I've tried these. This stuff, I really like this stuff. This is a muscle balm, and it is 500 milligrams of CBD per bottle. There's a 2-ounce bottle, and let's see what the effective dose here is. I don't know, but it's like any other kind of balm. It's got those little roller balls, and you just rub it on you. It smells pretty potent, but like my neck was hurting. I'm the worst about getting cricks in my neck. I could feel a difference from that. There's the oral little droplet stuff, the tinctures, I believe they call them. I honestly can't tell a difference with any of the tinctures, but it's not this brand specific. It's just every CBD. But I think, and having talked with them on the podcast, I think the reason I haven't been able to is because I haven't taken CBD tinctures consistently enough for it to build up in my system. That's what I've been able to garnish from it. But I'm super curious about this stuff now because of the podcast guests I've had. So if you know anything about CBD, have used it, have benefited from it, and can and don't think it's just a placebo, overly hyped, snake oil, then I would be very curious to get your intake. So feel free to comment on this video. Let me know what you use it for, why you use it, and if you've been able to tell the difference. But I've been trying these tinctures. They all kind of taste kind of janky. Every brand that I've tried, they all taste not really great, but I don't think they're supposed to taste great. But I am curious about the CBD stuff. Let's talk a little bit about Redmond. We all know about Redmond. They came out, so they've got the Relight powder, right? They've got the Redmond Relight, which, let's talk about electrolytes for a second. The proper electrolyte equilibrium between sodium, potassium, your magnesium, calcium, and hydration levels, water, is a very integral part of your ability to have a proper muscle contraction, have mental clarity, have energy, sleep properly, be able to relax, lots of different things. When it comes to sodium and potassium, having a good 2-to-1 ratio seems to work really, really well. A lot of potassium supplements in particular, are like capped at 99 milligrams. A lot of these electrolyte drinks have a ton of sodium, but not that much potassium. So you have to supplement a bunch of additional potassium. What I like about Redmond is that it has a 2-to-1 ratio built in automatically. One scoop contains 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 500 milligrams of potassium. That's exactly what you want. It makes tracking your electrolytes and getting in adequate electrolytes so much easier. But I've tried the Relight Lemon Lime before. I've tried their Mixed Berry before. All right, those are good. They've been in the market for a while now. They just came out with 2 new flavors. The Pina Colada and the Watermelon Lime. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, both these are the bomb.com. It's the same 2-to-1 formula, no sugars, keto, paleo friendly, and then the ingredients are ancient Redmond real salt, GMO-free citric acid, natural pineapple and coconut flavors, stevia leaf extract for the pina colada one, obviously. But super clean ingredients, super tasty. I have this big Yeti, like half-gallon jug, and I'll put 2 scoops of Redmond in there a day, let that mix up, and drink that throughout the day. Note on the Redmond Relight. If you've used the Relight, because of the ingredients, when you put the scoop in the water, it like bubbles, not bubbles, but it clumps a little bit, and you could stir it all day long, but it's not really gonna mix up. However, if you let it sit for not very long, a minute, maybe 2 minutes tops, after having stirred it, all those clumps like dissipate and it becomes totally dissolved. But if you're in a hurry to drink your Redmond Relight, take a minute. Let that stuff dissolve, break up a little bit. That's one thing I've noticed in drinking it daily. What else do I put in that big half-gallon Yeti jug besides the Redmond Relight? I put some creatine in there. So creatine's gotten a weird rap over the years. So it's the most researched and experimented on performance supplement. It's been around forever, and there's just so much research. There's mountains of data on how this is effective for multiple different reasons. The main reason it's marketed in the bodybuilding space is because it helps convert ADP back into ATP, adenosine triphosphate, which is the basically your molecular energy source. So you want ATP, especially while you're training hard and intense. This particular creatine, I bought this on Amazon, this wasn't sent to me, is from Crazy Muscle is the brand. It's called Creatine because it's a 3-type creatine blend. The majority of it is creatine monohydrate powder, and then you've got creatine alpha ketoglutarate. I said that pretty good. And then creatine pyruvate. So just basically a little bit more of a full spectrum creatine, basically. This does dissolve well. A lot of times if you get just a strict creatine monohydrate or some of the other blends, they don't break up at all, and you're left at the bottom of your glass of water with this mound of mushy creatine. This dissolves really, really well. And that is pretty much the last of the product review. Actually, no, I got 2 more things. I can't believe I missed this thing on my desk. So this bad boy was an expensive scale, and it is the InBody Scale. Most of you have probably stepped on an InBody machine before. A lot of the supplement shops carry them. They let you use them for free, or they charge like $10-15 to use them to tell your body composition. It's a bioelectrical impedance scan. So when you go to a supplement shop, step on an InBody, it's measuring the displacement therein to calculate your body fat percentage, skeletal mass, and total body water. intra and extracellular water. And those that you see at supplement shops are super expensive. They like start at $2,500 and go up to like $10,500. Wasn't going to spend that much on a bathroom scale. This one is the consumer grade scale. This one was also expensive, but it was not that much. It was, I think, $350. 250 or 350? I think it was $350. It is like the InBody H2ON, I think is what it's called. Something like that. It does not measure total body water. That's the one thing it does not measure. But the benefit, all right, so most of your bathroom scales are not very accurate. And here's why. One, because they're pretty cheaply built and they're just not accurate. That's the main reason. The second reason being these foot pegs that are on all of the bathroom scales that you buy at any store that tells you your body fat, these are the electrode input. So you're stepping on these, you have contact with your skin, and it's basically measuring your body composition. However, most bathroom scales, it's measuring just your legs. So you step on here, it's got 2 contact points with each foot, and then it measures up to your waist, down, up one leg, down one leg, that's it. This bad boy has this. So you hold this, and it has the electrode points on here that you're holding as it's taking the scan. So you're not just getting your lower body. Normally they do just the lower body, and then it estimates your upper body based off of that. This scale measures both your lower body and your upper body. So the reason I was motivated to get this in the first place was because I'm doing the keto building program, documenting how to build muscle on the ketogenic diet, and this measures skeletal muscle mass. So I wanted to be able to have a more regular, consistent data point that I can share with y'all in that process. And the only other thing that I have to share with y'all is this awesome, you are now in control, glasses case, which is a blue light blocking glasses from Fast Coach. They sent me this bad boy, and I've got a couple different blue light blocking glasses. Most of them, I've got one that's red, and it's like super dark, and then I've got one that's yellow, which is tolerably dark. And I typically wear those in the evening, but I stare at a screen all day long as I'm working throughout the day, even not in the evening hours. And that still adds up. Like, that's still a ton of blue light coming at me throughout the whole course of the day. These are nice because these are also blue light blocking, but they're not tinted, so I can wear these throughout the day, and I don't look like a weirdo. Probably still look like a weirdo, but it's not because of the glasses. So yeah, I really like these. They're comfortable, and they're pretty solid, y'all. Like, some of these blue light blocking glasses are pretty janky, and they're not really well built, but these seem to be pretty solid, and they got your cool little carrying case to go with them. And that is the end of this product review. Sorry it was so long. I just wanted to knock all these things out. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let me know if you have questions about any of these things in particular. I'm probably going to do an in-depth review of the scale after I've used it for a while, but until then, I have used it once, and it tracks pretty closely to what my DEXA scan was, within 1 percentage point, so that's pretty good. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. See you next time.